Assalamualaikum and gratitude to all. I am Abdul Hadi bin Osman, moderator for our group consisting of 7 members, Rorick, Emily, Syafiq, Syikhah, Hazel, and Asni, who will share our opinion on marriage. First of all, marriage is an institution that finds a partner and life partner with the same heart and soul to go through all the joys and sorrows of the meaning of life together. First, what is the definition of marriage? Marriage is a legally valid relationship consummated through a civil or religious ceremony between two individuals who wish to live together as a sexual and domestic partner. Next, I would like to invite my dear friends to share their opinions on issues related to marriage, such as failure in marriage, the quality of successful marriage, and the choice between being single or married. Panel members are invited to elaborate on their respective opinions on one of the issues.
Thank you to our moderator, Hadi. Hi everyone, my name is Rorick Lawrence. My matric card number is JP1102320. I'll talk about some of the examples that lead to failed marriages, and after this will be continued by our teammate Miss Emily for other example of failed marriage. According to Wikipedia source, divorce, also known as dissolution of marriage, is the process of terminating a marriage or marital union. As the number of failed marriages on the increase, studies are conducted to understand reason for failed marriage based on surveys of matrimonial lawyers. According to the survey, the most commonly reported major contributors were lack of commitment, conflict, and domestic violence, which will be further explained by Emily. As for myself, I will explain the most common final straw reason, that is infidelity, and other reasons such as financial problems and marrying too young. First factor, infidelity. As the words final straw describe it, the percentage for the marriage to survive in the long run is less than 50% to none. Depends on the couple's effort to save their relationship. This is because when it happens, it raises thorny questions in the marriage, especially to the partner being betrayed. Should you stay? Can trust be rebuilt? Or is there no choice but to pack up and move on? All of these questions will definitely raise confusion, anger, doubt, pain, and heartbreak to that partner, until finally it reaches to the peak of a point that leads to a divorce when there is no efforts to resolve it. Next reason, financial problems like disagreements on how you spend money. For example, one person wants to buy a new car, but the other wants to settle for bank loan first. These contradict goals around debt, spending, and budgeting can make couples feel stressed as money isn't being used in the way they prefer. Other worse financial problems is when one of the partner or both are seriously involved in gambling debt or borrowing money from loan shark that can lead to insurmountable debt and finally bankruptcy. Married couples in debt may also feel isolated from their friends and family members if high amount of debt are forcing them to be more restrictive. Eventually, one or both partners feeling depressed, hopeless, and even alone on this journey that will affect their marriage relationship. Finally, factors of marrying too young. In commenting about these issues, it is because of the young age when they got married, they had only known their partners for a short period of times. Additionally, they were too young to make a mature objective decisions regarding their marriage. Young love is known for being incredibly romantic, but lasting, not so much. Based on 2016 study by Psychology Today suggests couples who get married at age 20 are 50% more likely to divorce than couples who wait until they're 25, with 28 being the sweet spot when it comes to marriage. This is because as we grow older, we are more wiser in making the right decisions, especially choosing the right partner for life. That is all from me. Our next presenter will be Miss Emily. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Maikol, metric number JP/10966/20. Before that, I would like to say thank you to our moderator and my fellow friend. And now I will continue to explain my point on why marriage fail. My first point is lack of commitment in marriage. After marriage, relationship turn into commitment. Means that sharing your life with partner and everyone around you and your partner, which is involved your in-law and soon your children. You have to reevaluate your life and priorities, your partner, and change the way you act. However, commitment might decline over time due to stress, financial problems, jealousy, and intimacy issues that can cause a couple to feel less committed to each other. So when you lack commitment, marriage tends to suffer, result in infidelity, and you will not feel obligated to work on your marriage to the point that you not spend time to fix the problem that occurs. You're not making your partner to feel loved or important and tend to cheat on them. In many cases, this can lead to divorce. In a marriage, both people need to be committed and put the effort into the relationship. Without it, we will disregard our partner's need. If only one person is doing all the work, the marriage will fail. Next point is conflict and arguing in marriage. Conflict occurs when there is serious disagreement and agreement about something like interest, opinion, or principle. The simple example of conflict in marriage is when you and your partner unmeet expectations. One partner assumes the other to be mind reader and have same expectations, so frustrations creep in sneakily when things and events don't go the way we expected them to roll out. Conflict also occurs when breakdown in communication. Silent treatment resistant to your partner's standpoint and choice, passive aggressive behavior, selection of an inappropriate time and place to hold the conversation, and a sense of threat in your voice all contribute to conflict in marriage. Other type of marital conflict is problem arising due to living apart but together. Situation in marriage. Incompatibility, perceived irreconcilable difference, and love lost between the couple who grew apart for a long time also become the reason to a failed marriage. My last point is domestic violence. Domestic violence is distinct from conflict. Every personal relationship will experience conflict, but domestic abuse has no place in happy marriage. Domestic violence, also known as family violence, is when someone uses violence or manipulation to maintain power and control over someone they're close to. The abuser and victim can be of any gender or sexual orientation. From the internet source, most victims are women and children, and most offenders are male. I think the main topic when it comes to domestic violence are physical and emotional abuse. Physical abuse is any intentional act causing injury, trauma, bodily harm, or other physical suffering to other person. In many cases, physical abuse becomes more frequent and severer over time. Emotional abuse is insult, humiliate, and generally instill fear in an individual in order to control them. This type of abuse occur in relationship gradually, with cycle of abuse and repentance that become more severe until the abuse become unmanageable. All this contribute to the increasing number of failed marriage. That's all from me, and I return back to our moderator to discuss to the next topic. Thank you.
Thanks. Next, we will share our opinion about the qualities for successful marriage. Syafiq and Syafiqah, please share your opinion.
Thank you to our moderator, Mr. Hadi. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all. And my name is Muhammad Syafiq Rosli, and here is my student card. And my metric number is JP1100620. Today I want to explain the qualities for a successful marriage. Marriage formalizes and solidifies a relationship. It is the union of two people in a connection that should last till death, but often ends in divorce or separation. One of the most important qualities of a successful marriage is effective communication. You can avoid misunderstandings and resentment if you and your partner discuss your problems and concerns openly. In most cases, marriage does not work when partners hide their feelings and do nothing to open up. Discussing a matter that has been bothering you can be awkward and unsettling, but remaining silent will not solve the problem. Instead, it will grow and become a reason for you to fight and argue. A failing marriage usually begins with a breakdown in communication, which is the first step in a failing marriage. When you foster deep and meaningful conversations, you can both be open without fear of being judged. Even during a heated argument, remain respectful and sensitive to each other's feelings and work proactively to resolve the difference. Everyone wants respect, especially from their spouse. Spouse support is essential. Support your spouse's success, self-esteem, and emotional needs. Respect their difference as much as their similarities to you, since difference can add excitement and novelty to a relationship. When you say I do, you pledge to support your partner for better or for worse. Spouses are distinguished by their problem solving and stress management skill. You should talk to your spouse about personal or relationship issues. Work on coping with frustration and anger. If needed, take time to process the crisis and stress. Avoid taking out your anger on your partner. Keep in mind that you are a team. As a spouse, you must understand and empathize with your partner. Successful marriage requires the ability to listen to your partner, verbally support them, and show empathy for their feelings and emotions. Sharing vulnerable emotion with a partner and receiving support is a proven way to build emotional intimacy. So, share and listen to your partner. They are crucial and avoid missing them. Relationships are complicated and require effort. However, research shows that happy relationship is one of the most important factors in happy life. It worry. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Syafiq, for your explanations, and I would like to continue to talk about the identify and explain the qualities for a successful marriage. Okay, my name is Syikhah Binti Ahmad Zawawi. My number matric is JG 9807/17. Okay, firstly, if you want to build a qualities for a successful marriage, we need to trust each other. Trust play the most important role in relationship. Trust is to have such a permanent confidence. Trusting someone you love is also you believe that they are honest and sincere and will not do anything to harm of deceive you. Trust also gives reassurance, which is when you trust that your partner love you no matter what, then you are guaranteed with last long even if you have argument or fight. So for me, trust is the main point to build a successful marriage. My second opinion about the quality, to explain about the qualities for a successful marriage is we need two affections. This is also important in a relationship as it helps both between married couple experience and enhance sense of harmony and love. It can show in many ways such as act of treating, giving, receiving gift, quality time, and physical touch. As we know, with work and family responsibilities, it can be easy to lose the romance factor. So, the marriage couple should plan special dates either to go out or just stay at home for enjoy each other with more affection in a relationship, so the relationship can have a great bonding. My last opinion is about acceptance. This point is also about valuing your partner different in all aspects. It is more to being flexible, be tolerant, and totally open-minded. It is also to understand that we all make mistakes. Acceptance does not mean always agreeing with your partner, but with this value, it will show the mutual respect to each other. Don't expect a partner to complete for one another, to complete you, but in order to maintain a happy marriage is needed. It's also necessary to share to our partner can strengthen the bond, emotion or interesting. That means couple must be willing to grow and adapt, because in successful marriage, each person support have need, so they are become in happy marriage. Thank you.
Thanks. And lastly, we will discuss about our last issues. Is it better to be married or to remain singles? Razalli and Asni, please state your opinion.
Okay, thank you to our moderator, Mr. Hadi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Norhazeliany Binti Razalli, Metricat JJ 2717. Can I explain to my topic? It's better to get married or stay single. In my option, getting married is better because marriage is not just about protecting oneself from sin and immorality, but also expanding family relationship. And living is fair, is the natural, and everything has its partner, like day and night. That's how women are. Married with partner to go through all the up and down of life together with husband and wife. For me, marriage also aim to expand the family relationship between the family of men and women and deliver offspring.
Islam give a guide to the young generation who want to get married. For me, communication is very important thing in a married relationship. Effective and communication can create a happy husband and wife with a relationship. In addition, communication is in a married relationship can solve many problems and misunderstanding that arise. For me, responsibility in the married bond is also something that's need to be by every married couple, and the true sin of the word. It means and trust all about that person must be so take the be any problem by the person and married but husband and wife. In fact, married can also have a profile effect and being much responsibility and not understanding and skill with a partner. Feeling and affection and love together at partner going through a happy moment with partner is normal in life. And for me, married also from our family at offspring to get a harmony family. But every married couple, some better understanding the pair partner and the responsibility to get the partner, so that is what not a problem. Marriage is very romantic and love for the partner, husband and wife. For me, marriage is very good. It's my love. Marriage is good. And yeah, now I have back to moderator for next topic. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Hadi. I'm Nurul Asni Binti Mama Arief, and my matrix number is JG1157320, and this is my matric card. Sharing the same issue with my partner, Miss Hazel, say that is it better to be married or remain single? Why? And I would like to share my opinion. In my opinion, remain single is the best choice. Is it because actually being a single is choose to be, not because they have to be? Maybe they have some bad experience, or maybe they are too independent until they don't see the reason why they need to be in relationship or in marriage. Nowadays, most others choose to be single. Is it proved by the statement made by Datuk Sri Muhammad Uzir Mahidin, Chief of Department of Statistics Malaysia, on 4 May 2021 in Utusan Malaysia, say that 50% of others in Malaysia remain single. That prove that mostly of the people choose to be a single and not in relationship. They focus to their own self. Actually, they have own reason why they're single, but I would like to share my opinion from my view why people choose to be a single. Firstly, like I mentioned before, maybe they have a bad experience in relationship. People who've been in the toxic relationship, they always build self-defense to not be hurt again. That's why they choose to be a single. For example, you fall in love, so madly in love, you put 100% trust to your relationship and your partner, but suddenly everything's turned down and you broke so hard, and then you try to build yourself again, and when you become a stronger person than before, you will think that actually remain single is brought the happiness to yourself, because only you know what you want in your life. Secondly, my opinion why the people choose to be a single. Actually, being a single is good for our health, especially our mental health, because most the couple relationship, they often assume that the partner will take care of everything and bring the happiness to them. But once the expectation didn't going well and your plan is didn't going well, it's only bring distress in your life and in your relationship, because the misplaced expectation from your partner. That's why I say being single, you can avoid that situation, because only you responsible for your own happiness. No expectation, no couple, no stress, because only you know what you want. You didn't expect anyone to bring the happiness to yourself. That's why I choose being a single, my best choice than a married. That's all from me, and thank you.
Thanks to all the friends who have given their opinion about marriage. Marriage is all about determining the parents to the child, giving control to the husband, wife, or family over sex life, work, or property of the spouse, establishing a joint property fund for the benefit of the children, and establish relationships between families of husband and wife. In conclusions, everyone has a different opinion about the true meaning of marriage. For example, some opinions oppose heterosexual marriage exclusively, especially from the LGBT group, which is lesbians, gay, bisexual, and transgender people. Many think that marriage is one of the laws that exists in vain. Happiness will always be with people who appreciate and understand it. Have a nice day. Thank you.